525,600 minutes. How do you measure a year?
In 1996, a musical named Rent debuted on Broadway and quickly became one of the most culturally important works of art of the time. The musical captured the hearts of fans everywhere, helped to break down the stigma of AIDS, and had a killer soundtrack to boot. The musical, set in New York's East Village in the 90s, follows a group of 20-something starving artists who are struggling with identity, sexuality, addiction, and HIV and AIDS, and inspired one of the most passionate fan bases ever. So, the cast members of Fox's upcoming live production know there are a lot of people out there they do not want to disappoint, especially in a time where the issues explored in the production are more pertinent than ever. To prepare for Sunday night's production, The Hollywood Reporter spoke with Rent stars Vanessa Hudgens, Jordan Fischer, Victor Dixon, Valentina, and more about the biggest challenges they're facing, their own history with the musical, and their favorite songs from the Tony-winning Broadway smash.
I'm kind of the dad of my friend group. I like to have everybody over and cook meals. That's how I do it. It's very different than Mark.
Jordan Fischer plays Mark Cohen, an aspiring filmmaker and the narrator of the story whose girlfriend Maureen leaves him for a woman. The essence of Mark for me is, as the narrator of the story, to allow America and anybody that's watching the show to go on this journey with him through his eyes, through the lens of his camera, and to see what he really deals with, the actor told THR. And, fun fact, when Fischer was 10 years old, he told an acting mentor that he wanted to play the first Mark Cohen of color on Broadway. So, dreams do come true.
I've been in Nashville as a professional songwriter for many, many years, and writing that one song that's going to change my career has been a struggle.
Brendan Hunt plays Roger Davis, Mark's roommate, an HIV-positive rock musician and former addict who falls for Mimi. In order to get into the character, Hunt has been channeling some of his favorite rock stars for the role. I'm a big fan of the grunge era, so a little bit of Chris Cornell, a little bit of Eddie Vedder, a little bit of Kurt Cobain, but I've also always been a fan of the show, so I love what Adam Pascal did. I love what Will Chase did. I'm taking pieces of things that I really love what they did, and then my whole little spin on it.
It feels like such an honor to be a part of this show because of the amount of weight and focus that it has in the LGBT community.
Former High School Musical star Vanessa Hudgens plays Mark's ex Maureen, an outspoken performance artist who falls in love with the buttoned-up Joanne. While Hudgens played Mimi in the 2010 Hollywood Bowl production of Rent, this time around as Maureen, working with Fischer has been a highlight of her experience. I feel like we both have such a love for musical theatre and a love for Rent even before we came to it, and it really just translates, she says. Also, the fact that we have a relationship already and Maureen and Mark have had a relationship in the past, it all goes hand in hand. It all works perfectly.
I think the spirit of Mimi is something that I can bring to the table. She's just carefree. She just wants to have fun. She wants to live her life and just be.
Tinashe will take on the role of Mimi, an HIV-positive stripper and heroin addict who falls in love with Roger. The singer said she is hoping to embody a powerful but still emotional Mimi. Mimi has these great performance moments where she's feeling fearless and sexy and like, I am woman, hear me roar, which is me when I do my stage shows. But it's also been fun because she does have those nuances of emotion and other sides of her, and to be able to have that juxtaposition, I think, is what makes it extra special. And I know Mimi better be wearing some blue leather pants or a lot of people are going to be real mad.
I think it's also really exciting to show what it means to be a hardworking queer Black woman.
Kiersey Clemons will be stepping into the character of Joanne, a Harvard-educated lawyer who falls in love with free spirit Maureen. Clemons as Joanne plays tribute to the women who played the role before her. I'm channeling the OGs, Tracy Toms and Freddie Walker, just trying to infuse the two, says the actress. They both play Joanne in different ways, and the way that they love Maureen, it's nice to try to balance out the two. And then, of course, just add a little Kiersey flair, whatever that means. I don't know, we're going to find out.
The message of Rent is that love transforms disease, and the foundational message of this show is that you measure your life in love.
Victor Dixon will play Tom Collins, Mark and Roger's old roommate, an NYU professor living with AIDS who falls in love with Angel. The Broadway vet, who was nominated for an Emmy for his performance as Judas in NBC's live Jesus Christ Superstar, says, I always tell people that Rent is the greatest unfinished musical, right? So the challenge with this show is that you really only get one shot to tell all these people, an audience audience that's familiar with the show, something new that they haven't thought about in a while, and also a whole new audience to the show that have heard so much about it, and now you have a bar to measure up to. It's very easy to start singing these songs, but that's not the point. The point is to communicate the emotions and the characters and the struggle that they're going through, these lessons of empathy, these lessons of love.
Being on this show gives someone out there hope that they can achieve that and do it too.
Valentina is taking on the role of Angel, a drag queen with AIDS who falls in love with Collins. The RuPaul's Drag Race star knows this is the role of a lifetime and has been leaning on her on-screen love Dixon to walk her through the acting process. He's there making sure that we're always connected and making sure that I'm okay, and always giving me his professional advice because he's an amazing singer on what could help me and letting me always know that I'm doing a great job, she says.
How about love?
Mario will be playing Benny, Mark and Roger's old roommate who married into a wealthy family and is now his old friend's landlord and demands the year's worth of back rent they owe. The R&B singer, he found it easy to relate to Benny despite having not seen the show until he was cast in it. Of course, I was moved by it, he says. Growing up in Baltimore, Maryland, seeing poverty-stricken areas, witnessing a lot of my family members who suffer from substance abuse, and then at 15, 16, traveling the world, touring and seeing the different perspective, but then coming back to my city and realizing there's a lot of things I would change about this whole situation. I can relate to that in Benny.
Viva la vie bohème!
Rent airs Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern on Fox. To read more about the new cast of the iconic musical, head to THR.com. For the Hollywood Reporter News, I'm Linz Rodriguez.